Minute, guys. It has been a minute. So, okay, let me just fix my hair a bit. Yes, it's been a whole week. I think the whole of last week I didn't put up anything. I didn't do any live. And I think it's because I was up and about. There was a lot happening. I had a lot of stuff going on at work and all. So at least this week the projects I have are very few, and I was actualizing my first project on at work. So I had to like give it my all, and there was a lot of movement. So ningerudi nyumbani kama I'm super super exhausted, so I wasn't able to like do our everyday life. But we are back. When the energy comes back, we come back with it. So welcome back if you are new. Welcome back if you're not new. If you're new, welcome. So in this channel we do stuff related to yarn life, my life, and design life. So yarn life involves crochet and knitting, anything to do with yarn. My life involves vlogs whenever I go for stuff like events, weddings, just generally my day-to-day life. I share some parts of it. And then design life involves architecture, DIYs, and anything to do with design. So welcome, and I hope you will enjoy your stay. If you like it here, please subscribe and like and share to your friends and everyone else. So as usual, this is a knit along, our 10-minute knit along. Sometimes it won't take 10 minutes because like for now it's been a minute, so I need time to catch up with you guys. So definitely I'm not going to do it for I'm not going to limit it if we have more to talk about, because definitely I have a lot to to update you guys on. So the last time we talked, or the last time we were here, I was working on crescent top, which I delivered last week on Saturday. Yeah, I delivered it and the client loved it. And yeah, I'm so grateful, I'm so glad. And the colors she chose are very dope. I'm definitely going to redo that color combination just so, because it was so dope. And then I had a very busy, what do I say? I had a very busy weekend. Like that weekend, I usually work on Saturdays also, like a half day from 8 to 1. So that Saturday had a lot of activities. I left work at 1 p.m. and I went to deliver the crescent top. It wasn't so far from where I work at, so that wasn't difficult. After that, I was supposed to meet another client to take her measurements because she's ordering several stuff like a top, some sweaters, and some very long, different types of sweaters. So I had to go take her like full body measurements so that when she makes those orders, it is easy. So we started with one order. The first order is a mirror top. You guys know the mirror top. Uh, just if you're following, just go look for on my page. There's a top that a friend of mine bought. It's called the mirror. I made it with shades of orange, burnt orange, and the normal orange, and it has ruffles. Yeah, so that is the top I'm recreating, and in this case I'm recreating it in white and mustard. Oh, that combination is going to be fire, I tell you. So I've not started it yet, but I will as soon as I as soon as I like accomplish some things for the tops that I'm making. So you remember I was making some tops. Let me just take my bag over here. This bag usually has the projects that I'm working on at the moment. So if you've not seen this top in my page, I'm sure you have just missed it, but this top is a hit. It is the ruffle top, and yo, this top is beautiful. So I am making several of these. So far, this was the sample. So far, I have made this yellow one up to the torso. Like, let me just show you. So this top has several parts. It has the ribbing at the waist. It has this torso from here to below the ruffle, and then it has the ruffle itself, and then it has this rib, yeah, of shoulder, and then it has the mesh, it has the now the rest of the ruffles, the 4 ruffles this side and the 4 ruffles this side, and then it has the corset at the back. So this top is not like all round complete. I don't like making crochet and knitted tops all around unless it's like a free top. But if it's something that's supposed to like hold you, or it's supposed to be rigid and supposed to be like tight, I usually don't like closing it up round because yarn expands. And so the best thing to do is like make it a size smaller. So if your waist is like 24, ensure that when you pima without stretching it, it is not 24, it is less than 24, maybe 23 or 22.5, because yarn has a huge stretch on it, so that when you wash, even when it expands, it now like comes to your exact waist. So I usually do this corset type of thing, and I like it because it flatters the back, you like your waist. It also makes just your like top look very tiny, and that is flattering, definitely. Yeah, so this top has an elastic inside, as you can see, this elastic. So this elastic is not going round, it is going it's going up to where the corset starts. So it's basically not going like round like a circle. Yeah, so that it's easy to definitely wear. So this top, you can just open it fully, wear it, and then close it. So it's good if you're alone, you can just tie it up, loosen it a bit, then when you wear it, you can now start adjusting, tightening it to your desire. But if you have people, you can literally remove the whole, like loosen the whole thing, then your friend will just like tighten it for you to where you want it to be. But this top is bomb, it's fire, and na inakunywa uzi kukunywa, my friend. Hey, it's like this is like one, two, three, four. Like each ruffle is like almost one ball of yarn. Almost. I'm saying almost because why naacha like almost to semi 3/4 of a ball of yarn. So that you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ruffles will take a total of, this is 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4 plus a quarter, that's a half, a quarter, that's a half, that's one full. So let's just say it will take like roughly 4-5 balls of yarn for just one sleeve, but it is worth it, my friend, it is worth it. So I'm recreating several of these tops in different colors. So we have this yellow. Yes, this yellow. I have finished up to the torso, just below the ruffle, as I've shown you. So this is yeah, so far this is like the second ball of yarn. So you can see the people are making the tops for are not big, very big. So this is like enough for the front of this specific lady. You can, this one is mine. Yeah, so this is perfect. It will go around like this, and then yarn stretches, so then the corset will be there to just tighten the whole thing. So yeah, that is the yellow one. And then I have done a brown one, this brown. Oh, this color is nice. I've also reached the same place. So yeah, these are on the same level, also on the second whatever. So this one is a little bit wider than the yellow, and the yellow one is a bit smaller because the waist is 24, but the brown one, the waist is 20. Thank you so much. Oh, who has typed? Thank you. So the waist is 20. This brown one, the waist is 25, and then this one, the waist is 24. As you can see, this is just the like difference between the two. Yeah, so you have to take measurements if you're making stuff for people, especially with yarn, because yarn expands at some point, so you don't want to like make it over too big or too small, unless it's a free thing that you're making, like a cardigan that maybe someone wants it oversized, or a crop top that just flows. Yeah, so this one I've also reached the torso, and then I'm working on this dark brown, this coffee, like that dark brown. This one is also waist 24. I told you, my friend, the waists are wasting. Yeah, so this yellow and this brown are the same. Yeah, they're literally exactly the same. Maybe the difference will just come on the bust area. Yeah, on the bust area, because the nini may be different, so, and the shoulders also. Yeah, so we have how many? 3 so far. Actually, I also have this one, but this one I'm waiting for the measurements because I'm not sure of the waist size. So if you're not sure of the waist, if I'm not sure of the waist size, I can't go past this stage. Like, I can't start making the torso, because I'm not sure what the waist size of this specific client is, so I can't continue. I'll have to wait for her to send me the waist size so that I can continue like going up, and the bust size also. So when you have the waist size and the bust size, you're able to know how much you're increasing, how much you're decreasing, or now this one, I know the bust is small, so I'm not increasing or decreasing. So I'll just have them like this. Ooh, mustard yellow is supposed to be in between here, so yeah. So far that's what I've been doing while I was away, while I was silent and not on doing lives here. Yeah, basically that's what I've been working on. So I want to like take this to that level, and then start the mustard one. The mustard one also sijui waist size, so I'm going to just like make it reach this stage and then put it aside, and then I'm going to start the, what is it called, the mirror top. It's a stripe of it's going to be so pretty. It's a stripe of mustard and a white, brilliant white. My friend, I looked for brilliant white, and you all know that Winter King doesn't have brilliant white, and Winter King is the yarn. Winter King is this size, this thickness. Well, know that I always use Winter King for tops and garments like that can be worn during the day, during summer and stuff like that, because it's lighter. I don't use the chunky one, and also don't use the very thin one, because the very thin one is also like very light and perforatey and takes a lot of time. So I usually use Winter King, but Winter King hawana brilliant white. They only have the off-white, creamish kind of white. So I had to get the, is it Robin or Butterfly? It is somewhere there in my stash. It is a Robin or Butterfly, the very thin one, but I bought 4 so that I'm going to like double strand them. and use them as Winter King. So if you double strand, it's going to be a bit thicker than Winter King, but it won't be noticeable so much, especially because I'm doing 2 stripes of Brilliant White, 2 stripes of mustard, 2 stripes of Brilliant White, 2 stripes of mustard. So it's going to be definitely okay. Yeah. And since the client wants something very tough, something like a corset, because she saw me when I was meeting her. Actually, I was wearing my what is it called, just go to my previous videos, you'll see an OTD where I'm wearing a green dress and then I have a multi-vest, mustard multi-vest on top. Yes, that is the outfit I'm talking about. I was wearing that and she saw the pattern, the rigid pattern of my top, and she said she wants that one. So definitely I'm going to give her what she desires. So yeah, basically that's it. I am going to stop there right now so that I can continue crocheting. I need to get these things moving, but I'm so excited that I'm getting a few days of leave soon. So tomorrow, like Thursday, tomorrow I'm going to work, then Friday, Friday I'm relaxing. So kama watu wanadhani ni kurelax na relax, my friend, ni kujenga biashara tunajenga. I hope my boss doesn't watch this video because he'll be like, you're taking leave to go. But when you take leave, whatever you go to do during the leave is not your employer's business or concern. I don't want to sound rude, but I think that's like your business. So yeah, so I'm going to really do my best so that by next week at least the mesh sleeves of all of these tops are done and the ruffles have begun. Yeah, that is, I want you guys to hold me accountable to what this goal that I'm setting myself. I want to ensure that next week at least uko Wednesday before Friday reaches, hizi tops zote zikuwe nimefanya mesh. The mesh I'm talking about is this mesh that is inside the ruffles, because now this is like the base for the ruffles. Like you can't show na ruffles on air. So what you do is make this mesh, you pima your hand here, especially where the off shoulder is going to like leave from, and then after you do it like all the way to where you want your last ruffle to end, because you can see mine, like my last ruffle was crocheted onto the final row of the mesh. Yeah, so you make it like a circular cylinder on this side and on this side, then you attach it just under the, you see. Yeah, so I really pray and hope that I'll be able to like go back into doing tutorials that show you the process in which I am doing. Like I know one day I'll have a studio where I don't have like to set up things, like things are permanently set up in such a way that whenever I'm working I can just like go sit there and work, and everything is being recorded, everything is being captured, so that you're able to see the process and you're able to see the progress of everything that I'm doing. So yeah, guys, have a beautiful night. I want to just relax. Hey kwanza, I have to tell you guys about this movie I watched yesterday. The movie is called The Fisherman's Diary. Oh my god, it's a Nigerian Netflix movie, and it's just talking about how in the fish people, they call themselves the fish people, the people who fish for a living. They live close to a beach. They didn't believe in girls going to school. They even didn't believe in school at all, because the previous experiences that they had was that the people who went to school came back and then changed into different people that they didn't even recognize. You see the way you go and get some education and then you come back and start treating the primitive people like trash. So that's what happened to this specific, like the main actor and actress, the wife, the main actor, the man who's a fisherman, fell in love with. Guys, I'm giving you a spoiler, so if you're intending to go watch it, wachia hapa because I'm spoiling. So this guy falls in love, anapeleka dem kwa lake huko hivyo, a very beautiful scenery, and he opens his heart in pidgin, in the deep pidgin. You see that deep pidgin? Hey, opens his heart, and the lady says she loves him too, nini nini. Then the lady one day comes and tells him, I want to go to school. So she goes to school. This guy pays for the school, nini nini. Then the girl like goes to university, college or something. Akarudi kama ako na fiance. Imagine. And then I don't know now what happened there. The whole thing later, like later now, this was called flashbacks. But later now, we see this same lady bedridden. She's sick. She can't walk. She can't stand. And they have a daughter called Eka. She has dreadlocks. Oh my god, that girl is so adorable. She is super cute. So the woman is bedridden, nini nini. I don't know what happened, but I think she just fell sick, nini nini and all. So this girl takes the dad every day to the fishing, whatever. She's the one who is in charge of selling, and she's the one who keeps the money. Then in the end of the day, anapea baba yake pesa. So that was life until the mother died. When the mother died, she was sad, nini nini. She wanted to go to school. The dad was not hearing anything of it because the dad in his head was like, school made my wife change into a devil, you know. So akakataa. So this kid was going to peep like during class, and she was super smart because yani yeye a peep and learn from peeping and hiding, but she knows answers to some questions that the teacher is asking. She shouts from there, then she runs away when the teacher like notices that she's there. But anyway, so stuff goes on there. When the dad found out that this chick was hiding and sneaking to school, like listening outside the class, aki alimpiga. Trauma. Nakwambia, if you've ever been disciplined by your parent, ile ya anga, your part unaweza forward because trauma. But anyway, yeah, alafu Ramsey Noah is acting in that film. Basijui walimpaka makeup akue darker or something because his yellow skin wasn't looking. And then he looks good for a 50-year-old, though ni kama kuna makeup ilicheza kwa hii movie because he looks darker and he looks way darker. But he was the head, like the principal of that school. So that was the only school available there. And for it to be allowed to be there by the fish people, they promised that the people who will go to that school are only the people whose parents have given them permission. So when the story went out that Eka is going to school bila permission, this guy was also afraid. He came akaambia huyo mwalimu, if you want us, it took me a lot to establish this school here, so don't you dare make us kosana with these people. But life there was generally just difficult. This chick's uncle akona deni. So this chick's uncle akona deni na ameshindwa kulipa hiyo deni. Then siku moja akaenda kwa the person he owes, akamuispia something. I think he promised him a wife. Now the wife anampromise ni mtoto wa ndugu yake, now Eka. I was just like, yo. Then now huku this brother, this Eka's uncle, anatry ku brainwash babaya. So babaya Eka hajui anything about the deni. But now when baba ya Eka disciplines Eka for sneaking to school, this uncle is like, you are very strong man, my brother. Yeah, you're doing right, you're doing right. Akamuingiza box kumconvince a marry off Eka. Imagine. Nakwambia that day when the uncle came to tell Eka that from tomorrow you're going to be so and so's wife. Ati you're now a woman, when you started disobeying your father, you're no longer. Eka akasema, me, I'm not a woman, I'm a girl. You could see the like pain in her, the surprise in her eyes. This uncle is calling her woman, and she's a very young girl. You can see she's a child, like literally a child. Akapiga magoti kubeg the dad asiallow achukuliwe apelekwe, but the dad was like, from tomorrow I cease to be your papa. Oh my god, that was heartbreaking. The next day, imagine, she was carried hivi kama kuni, akapelekwa nini. The ceremony was done. You could see hata nguo amevalishwa zinamvaa tu, like she's a child. Yani, I was watching that movie and I was just like, okay, God, wow. There are people who are undergoing this for real, and there are people who don't have like people to help them out. Like in the end, Eka was helped by the teacher, her teacher. She tried to hang herself, but she didn't die. Akachukuliwa, she was taken to school. She even participated in competitions. She made it to TV. So later, baba yake anamuona tu, beshte ya Eka akakimbia kuita baba yake, ati it's Eka, ati is she fine, because she disappeared. And then this husband went back to die the uncle. Like, it's either you bring me back my wife or you pay me my money. That's when Baba Eka found out that actually this guy used the daughter to pay a debt. Imagine how aoliawa. So that's how it was. And then the dad went akaona mtoto wake kwa TV. Then the kid won the competition. Like in her poor English, in her pidgin English, she managed to win the competition. And then she graduated eventually. She went back to the village. I think this is a real life story. And I think it's also what is happening in some villages around. Even I'm sure even not in Nigeria alone, just a lot of villages happening. And I hope that people are more enlightened, because educating girls and educating any child in general is not throwing money, and it is necessary, because like sometimes kids are being abused. They don't know they're being abused because no one told them that actually you're not supposed to be treated this way. It is your right to be respected, or it is a right. You have rights, human rights as a person. So sometimes people don't, like, if you don't have access to that information, you won't be able to know. So we utakuwa tu ukiona hivyo ndo kuna kuanga, that's normal. So you see, I think as much as this girl in this movie wasn't like educated in that way, she was smart, because when the uncle was telling her, you're now a woman, you're going to get married to sijui who, she was like, no, I'm not a woman, I'm a girl. Yeah, like she was a bit woke, because alikuwa anajua. So guys, if you're going to watch that movie, I'm sorry for spoiling it for you. But I just had to like talk about it, because yesterday I slept like at, was it 1 something, just watching that movie. So guys, bye bye, and continue knitting. Tell me what you're knitting. Oh my god, this color is nice. It's giving me safari vibes. It's giving me yeah. Hey, kwanza, I'm not even going to tell you. I'll just tell you when the package arrives. There's this package I've ordered. My friend, mtaona tu. I'll tell you, I'll share, and I'll definitely give you guys the plug after I receive the package, so that you guys are also able to like make your own orders and support Kenyan creatives and Kenyan entrepreneurs. Personally, I love supporting my fellow Kenyan entrepreneurs because Kenyans are talented, guys. Kenyans are talented, from African Yuva to, like, let me just stop there. I'm going to do a whole video on just Kenyan brands that I have personally bought from. I don't like talking about brands I've not bought from, because you may see it on Instagram, it may be pretty and it may be nice, but you've not used it. So it's not good to talk about or praise things you've not used. You can praise the maybe content creation and the photography skills and stuff, because that you can confirm it's good by seeing online. But the things to use, I prefer to refer people to people I have used before. For example, African Yuva. So guys, go get those palazzos. Ooh, perfect. Unaona, like now is when investing in such items pays off, because you when you have an event, you don't have to like buy new items. You have like 3 palazzos sitting there. You have several multivests from Ogfranits sitting there, and each of them goes with all of these palazzos. You get me? So hata kama uko na marorashio zinapangana weekend, my friend, you are sorted. So guys, it's a good investment, trust you me. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye. Subscribe.